everyone, thanks so much for watching. Today we are making a Christmas gingerbread wreath. I am going to start by wiring a 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath frame. I'm going to be adding 18 chenille stems, and to wire it, I'm going to be going between, on the top layer, these two bars. So I'm going to go right here. And you don't want it to be too snug where the bar will flex, but you want it to be tight enough where the pipe cleaner won't be moving around. So it should, if it moves like that, it's not tight enough. But I mean, it's fine if it moves a little bit. Sometimes I don't mind that, because if your mesh gets a little too close, you can actually move it around. And then for the bottom one, I'm gonna go one right here and one right here. You wanna give it at least 3 or 4 twists. So it should be a little challenging to move it. This one moves a little bit easier, but honestly, it's fine. Don't worry about it. If it's super loose, then yeah, you want to adjust it, but that's what it should look like. I'm going to do that to every section on here, and you'll have a total of 18. Here's what the frame looks like with all of the ties on it. Now I'm going to be adding the mesh. This is a snowdrift mesh. It's 10.5 by 10 yards, and I'm going to be cutting 18 pieces at 20 inches. I have all my mesh cut. And this is what the snowdrift looks like up close. It's got like the little snowballs in it. It's a really nice thick mesh. I'm gonna be doing cruffles today. So a cruffle is where you roll about 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I like them pretty tight. 3 or 4, it doesn't matter. And then I like to use a chip clip just so I can hold on to the other side. And then you're gonna do the same thing. Roll it pretty snug. You know, some people say you're choking them, but honestly, I like them. I like the way they look when they're getting choked. I like a tighter curl, but the loose curls look good too. It's just whatever you like. Neither one's wrong, or I mean, they're both right, I guess, you know, but you can't go wrong, whatever you like. Okay. And that's what it should look like. And then I'm just going to place it. I'm going to start with the top row, but again, it doesn't matter. Put it wherever you want. You can start on the top or the bottom. And I'm not going to untwist it from the frame. I'm just going to open up the cleaner so I can place it on top, and then I'm going to give it about 2 twists. And then for this one, I did lay the curls down, but I'm actually going to alternate them, so some will be down and then some will be up. Here's what the wreath looks like with all the mesh on it. This is I'm gonna be putting the sign in the middle like that. So we're gonna get started on the bow. I'm gonna do a bottom bow. For the ribbons, I'm gonna be using this 4-inch velvet ribbon, and then a 2.5-inch gingerbread. That will go after the 4-inch. And then I will do this, hold on the ring light. It's hard to see, but it's a sparkly, it's actually got like a chunky glitter on it, and then it's got like a Chanel stem edge. And then I'm going to be using this 1.5 inch ribbon as well. For the 4.5 inch, I'm going to be doing a 5.5 inch loop. And then I'm going to start with a 7-inch tail. I'm going to be doing one 5.5 inch loop on each side. And when I put it into the bow maker, I'm twisting it. This bow maker is the Easy Bow Maker. And this really does help a lot if you're new to making bows. And then I'm going to be cutting the tail at the same length. Here is what the bow looks like, which is the first ribbon. Next, I'm going to be adding the 2.5 inch. And for this one, I'm going to be doing, I think, a 5-inch loop, one on each side. So I have my craft fair coming up in just a couple weeks. Shoot. Hold on, this ribbon is, I don't want the tails like being upside down, so I'm just going to pinch a small amount, and I'm just gonna make a tail separate. So just a small amount so that it can be held down, and then by the zip tie, and then I'll go ahead and cut the tail. Let's see here. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm not really sure. Okay, if I have one there, I think I need to add both of them separate. Guess we'll figure it out. It's probably an easier way to do this, but this is what I'm going to do. But yeah, I have my craft fair coming up in a couple weeks, and I'm not ready. She wasn't ready, but that's fine. I still have plenty of time. I've just been waiting on like some extra supplies that I needed, and I keep adding things. And I didn't have a canopy. I had to buy that this year, and they're doing like, they want everyone to do like a really festive booth. So of course, you know, I had to go extra and, you know, buy a bunch of stuff. So I ended up deciding to do like a Grinch theme for my booth. So I think that will be really exciting. They said that the most festive booth gets 2 free events with them. So that will be fun. I've never done events with this, with people doing it, but it's a really it's a really big event. Last year they had 15,000 people. So I think I'm gonna be doing a video of everything I made. Okay, so there's everything. I think everything's facing the right way. Yeah. So there's that one. Next is this 1.5. And for this one, I'm going to be doing 2 loops at 4.5 inches. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't have enough for this one. Okay, I'm gonna put this one on last actually. So I'm gonna switch to the white one for 4.5. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if y'all could subscribe, if you have been watching this long, y'all need to subscribe, okay? Please, please, please subscribe. I appreciate every single, excuse me, every single person who watches my videos and comments, and I really appreciate if you subscribe because it helps me out, and you know, you are learning from me, hopefully, or being inspired. And you know, I don't ask for money on here, but you know, once I hit 1,000, I can monetize, so you know, I can get a little kickback from that at least. So yeah, if y'all could subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Ooh, it's so pretty. I love all the textures on here. I was really going for like a frosty theme. I guess frosted gingerbread. But the sign was like kind of frosty like, so that's what I was kind of going for. Here's what it looks like with that one. Now I'm gonna add the final ribbon. Okay, so not only was I at the end of that ribbon, but there was also a splice in it. So part of the ribbon, y'all see that splice? I couldn't even use it, but that's fine. We're just gonna go with it. I'm not even sure how big this one is. I think I'm gonna get a 3-inch loop out of it. Hopefully at least a 3-inch. And then I'm just gonna do a couple of teeny tiny little tails. Actually, I need to make the tail a little bit smaller. I think I got this ribbon at Hobby Lobby, but I'm not really sure. But, oh wait, no I didn't. I did not get it at Hobby Lobby. I got it from some online shop. But it's really pretty. Alright, just want to make sure the loops are about the same size. If it's off a little, it's okay. She'll be just fine. I did it! Woo! She's so cute. I'm gonna be using a longer zip tie today because this ribbon, the velvet, is pretty thick, and I just don't want to be trying to fight with a small zip tie. So I'm just gonna go between my fingers, and I'm going to put the zip tie on, but I'm not gonna secure it down all the way. I'm gonna add a Chanel stem. I'm gonna add a Chanel stem right through there. So that's how we'll attach it down to the wreath. And then making sure your ribbon's where you want it. go ahead and tighten it all the way. And the tighter you pull it, the more lift your bow will have. Before I add my bow, I want to add my sign. This one came with the holes in it already, so that was helpful. I'm also going to peel off the tag in the back because we're not going to have the tag. So I'm going to use chenille stems. I don't like floral wire. Most people use floral wire, but I cannot grip it. Okay, I just can't, and it drives me nuts. And I mean, I can use floral wire for other things, but as far as putting my sign on, like, no, I have to use a chenille stem. Like, that's just me. So that's what I'm going to use. And you probably won't even notice it. And if you do, then that's just fine. Here it is with the sign on, and as always, it's a pain in the butt to put the sign on. Ooh, it looks so cute just like that. So I'm gonna put the bow here. I might have to lift it a little bit more, so I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start with 10 just because I have some around the sign, but I'm just not sure if I want them around the sign yet. Like, this one's really close, so I don't know. I'll see how those look, and then I'll add more if I need to. I'm gonna be doing 12-inch ribbon tails. All right, so I only had enough for 8 of this ribbon. I do have another gingerbread ribbon. Let me go see what that one looks like. All right, so the other gingerbread ribbon I had was more of like a cream or ivory color, and I really needed white. So I had this sparkly red, which I really like. I mean, obviously it would go well with it, but I don't want too much red. Like, I really just wanted like the sign to pop, obviously, and then just little touches of red, but I really wanted that like frosted effect. So I don't have a sparkly white in a 2.5, and I don't think I have enough of this to go around that many times either. So I think I'm just gonna do this 2.5 white. It's like a canvas, but I'm gonna layer this 1.5. This one is from Hobby Lobby, actually. This one, I think I got it last year. I think I saw it this year also. So I'm gonna add that, and it actually picks up nice because the edging on the sign has the same pattern. So I think that will be good. It will just give a little touch of the red. So I'll go ahead and do that. I put that ribbon back on here. I have 3 tails if I need to go around the top. So I'm gonna do 5 of each to start with, and hopefully it works out. It's got to, right? And I'm also going to be dovetailing these. So I'm just going to bring them together and fold it in half. And then I'm gonna cut up towards the corner. There you go. is what the wreath looks like so far. I did remove the center bow. I just wasn't liking how that looked. And then I ended up adding 4 additional ribbons, so I had a total of 14. I'm gonna go ahead and add some of these embellishments. I did get these one. Actually, I got all of these at Hobby Lobby. Here's the wreath. I ended up not adding the red berries. I just really liked how the frosted look was on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang it up on the door and then add some still pictures. Alright, so I have the wreath up on the door and I'm thinking I don't like the red 4-inch ribbon. I just think it's too red. So I think I'm gonna switch it out for the white 4-inch velvet instead, just because I think it will give it more of that like wintry frosty look that I want. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Honestly, I don't know. Now I can't tell because I don't know. I do kind of like that pop of red, but I think because the reds are kind of different colors, like this one's really bright. And even though I feel like this is a true red, it's more, it looks a little bit darker maybe because of the shadowing. So this just looks extra, but I don't know if it looks messy because I just have it like propped up, but I don't know. I can't decide now. What do y'all think? I mean, they both look good, but now I'm worried that like if I do the white, does it look too like boring? Like maybe the red like kind of just adds that pop to the wreath. I don't know. Hold on, let me back up. I got so much stuff in here for the craft show. That's all for my craft show. I don't know. I mean, the white is pretty, but the red's pretty too. I think I'm gonna have to sleep on it and think about it. Maybe. Yes. I don't know.